Welcome, family, to another edition of Stranger Thinking Media, where we bring you the gospel of Yahushua HaMashiach, Jesus the Christ, to address the problems of a modern world. So, stay tuned. We have an awesome show for you today. Hi, this is Rachel Israel with STEM Global News and World Report, bringing you breaking news from around the world. Let's take a look at today's breaking news.
Warship came at a U.S. destroyer, and then at the last minute, about 150 yards out, it turned. Seemed like a giant game of chicken with China flexing their muscles. Do you believe we will eventually go to war with China? And if yes, how would the U.S. military fare against China, seeing that the United States and China are so far apart because of the ocean?
Well, first, let's talk about what the Chinese are doing. The United States has, for a long time now, spoken about what we call freedom of navigation. That is, that we cannot allow any nation to deny America access to international waters. And we view the Taiwan Strait separating Taiwan from China as international waters. And so we frequently send American warships through the Taiwan Straits as a show of force designed to intimidate China. China has made it clear that those days are over. And so what they're doing is they're making sure that every American warship that transits the Taiwan Straits understands that there will be an incident, that it's no longer freedom of navigation. There will be a price, and they are going to continue to aggressively challenge American warships and their goal is ships through the Taiwan Strait. Now, America, we can't back down like that because that's a loss of face. It's a defeat. So this is a very precipitous situation. But the one thing that controls it is the reality that we cannot win a war against China. I know that there are a lot of people listening right now who say, "What are you talking about?" Of course we can. We're America, biggest, most powerful Navy in the world, and all that. Remember, we just had a conversation about the Iranian hypersonic missile and how nothing can shoot it down. I want Americans to understand that the Chinese have hypersonic missiles and we can't shoot them down. These missiles are designed to take out American warships hundreds of miles away from Taiwan. So as our fleet closes in on an area of concern, the Chinese have the ability to sink our ships before they get there, and there's nothing we can do. They say, well, what about the American Air Force? Well, where's it going to fly from? American aircraft to threaten China have to come from Guam, have to come from Japan. If you think about it, you have to fill them up with gasoline, with aviation fuel, which means at some point in time, you have to have tankers in the sky to refuel them. Those tankers require a combat air patrol to protect them, or else the tankers will get shot down. So the plane gets refueled, then it has to go in and do its mission, but it can only be on target for a certain amount of time before it has to return back to be refueled. So this isn't about Americans coming over and just loitering over the battlefield as we've done in Afghanistan and Iraq with no surface-to-air missile, no air-to-air missile, air-to-air confrontation. This is about going into an airspace that's heavily defended, heavily contested. We will not have the advantage. The Chinese will be launching from mainland China. They will have greater loiter area, greater operational freedom, and they will have the benefit of air defense network that extends into the envelope of confrontation. The fact of the matter is, in a conventional war between China and the United States, we will lose decisively. It will be ugly. We are capable of doing damage. Taiwan will be destroyed. And think of it from the Taiwanese perspective. They're looking at Ukraine right now saying, that's a nation that America guaranteed their security. We guaranteed their security. That's a nation America provided weapons and training to. And look at Ukraine. It's destroyed. It's gone. Do we want that? And the answer is no. So I think Taiwanese reticence. Remember, in November 2024, there's not just an election here in the United States, there's an election in Taiwan. And right now, the political party that has the inside track is the Kuomintang party, the opposition. And instead of talking about American weapons and American assistance, they're actually sending delegations to China to work on peaceful cooperation and reintegration. So I think this is a problem that will solve itself politically in November of 2024.
Okay, interesting. Thank you. That's good to know. Not only from, how would we fare based on the distance and our capabilities, but also, is it a fight we really want where, like you say, the political party in Taiwan that has the advantage right now may want to reunify with China anyway? And it's like, why are we going to go fight and lose American lives if part of the island wants to go back to China anyway? So thank you for that insight.
Well, that's the news for tonight. This is Rachel Israel signing off. Thank you so much for supporting our content. If you did enjoy this video, hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell, and share this with your friends and family. I'm sure they would find it interesting as well. We here at STEM News wish you all a good night.